What's up, yo? Yeah. Remember those two that you came from. Always remember the two that you came from. You see, always remember the two that you came from. Always remember the two that you came from. I don't care if, listen, I don't care if they were just the greatest people in the world or the most rotten people in the world. Remember the two that you came from. Remember the two that you came from. You see, why? Why should I remember the two that came from and I'm the only one here? If you're here, it's because of those two. Those two have the blueprint to get you here. You see, and you have traits of both of them inside of you that goes back. You see, just imagine that you and your husband have a child. You see, and you just hated your father or hated your mother. Just imagine your father coming through you or your mother coming through that womb. You you see what I'm saying? What if that child was acting a certain way and your mother was still alive, but your mother seen herself inside of that child, and then all of a sudden 15 years later, when that child grows up, you see, the mother dies and you got mama right there in the room with you, the one that you hated. You see, you got her right there in the room with you. You see what I'm saying? And she's getting on your nerves and things, you know. You ready to kick her out. You know, she's hanging with all these other type of people. You're learning where your mother, why you hate your mother, and why she was acting the way she was when you was a child. You see, you are literally inside of that space of your mother. You inside of that space of your father. Yeah, he's a badass. You know what I'm saying? He get on, he don't listen to nobody. He's, that's how your father was and shit. But now he's in your bedroom and shit, and you giving him orders. You see, you giving him orders, and he ain't listening to you. You see, he ain't listening to you because you hate men. You hate men, and then the man, he hates the woman and all this other type of shit, but you burying your parents inside of your house. I'm trying to tell you to listen for the diversions. Listen, understand what the delusions. Listen. Listen, look, you have to know these dimensions, man. I'm trying to put something in you. You have to know these dimensions. You see, you have to know what's going on. You see, you don't know it. You don't know it. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you want to know that your father is like this, your father is like that, your father, but then you have a child. You have a child, and then all of a sudden you birthing your father. You see, you birthing your father, and the actions of that child that you're seeing in your house is your father. You see, is your father, but you don't know that because your father is still here. You see, just imagine going to your father, going to see your father, however it may be, and he's telling you something, but you can't hear because you hate your father. Or the same thing with your mother. You say you had your mother. She's going out here sneaking out the window doing all type of shit. You see, your daughter, you're doing all type of shit. Yeah, that's your mama. You see, that's how your mama was. You see, you listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You see, always understand that you're going to do more works than those that came before you. You see, you ain't understanding it. Stop reading that book and taking it in a 90%. Know that the Most High created you. Know that you have all these things inside of you. Your book, that volume, you are in everything. You see, you are in all of it. You see, you are written. These are the things that I'm trying to push in you. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't like the way I talk because I don't talk like everybody else. Hold on to the two that you came from. You see, hold on to the two that you came from. Learn them. Don't hate them. You see, always remember before them there was. You see, you hating your father, you hating your mother, but they got roots in something and you got the power to dissolve all those roots. You are the apex to thousands on your left side, thousands on your right side. You see, if you ain't using those books, what are you using? What was put before you? So you won't have to go to them and learn them. You see? So when you push something out into this earth, you see, you won't kill your children because they acting up. They're acting a certain way. You see? You see? You birth teachers. You birth scholars. They said, you see? You know, those children came a long, long way. And there you are, you see? You birthed your daddy's uncle. You birthed your mama's sister. You see? I'm trying to put something in you, man. I'm trying to help you to understand this. They say y'all don't be paying attention. Y'all keep reading. Y'all keep reading on the outside of you, but you ain't paying attention to the you that's inside of you. Thousands of views. Thousands of views. Learn these angles of these bodies. Learn these dimensions of these bodies. Learn these diversions. Learn this matrix. You see, learn it. Learn it. Listen, if you don't know how to deal with your parents or deal with your children, if you don't know how to do that, go neutral, but don't hate nobody. You see, don't hock it, you have love and you have the power of the Most High to love and hate at the same time. What would love and hate create? It'll create something sort of like a crystal, you see, to where you'll stay neutral. Yeah, you'll stay neutral, you see. And, you don't know a lot of things. You see, you just stay in neutral. And over time, that thing will start spinning. It'll almost look like a Merkaba. And you'll be in the center going up and down, trying to figure these things out. But at the same time, you move and doing what you need to do inside of this world. And you see, ain't nothing phasing you. You can't hate. You see, and you sure you can't love hate. You see, and hate can't love you inside of that crystal. But on the outside, did you know hate is trying to find a way to love you, to take care of you, you see, to swaddle you, you see, to birth things from you? That's what hate does. What do love do? Did that sound like love? Love does hate like that too. You see, if you don't believe me, ask people that look like you. You see, ask people that look like you. People that look like you, they love hate. You see, they love hate. You see, they put hate in the office, been putting hate in the office since I came into the world. You see, since I came into the world. That was in 67. You know what I'm saying? The intimacy was in 66. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what the hell moms and pops was listening to. They brought me into the world. You see, that was in 66. You see, in November. So that was around Thanksgiving time. You see, they was having sex, knowing damn well that their ancestors were slaughtered here. And you see, they weren't paying attention. Shit. I'm just trying to put something in you. I'm just trying to tell you something. Do you really have time? Can you carry that weight of hating your parents? You know how heavy that is? You know that weight, how heavy that weight is? You think you here doing your thing all by yourself? You think, no, y'all better stop that shit. You here because of something happened. You here because something happened. That's why you here. You better remember those two. You see, and then turn around and then look what you brought into this world. I'm trying to put something in you. Now, you may hate that. You may hate people like me because I don't have nothing. I don't have material things. I don't talk right. All these other type things. But see, you got to pay attention because see, people aren't claiming them. People claiming their mother. We claim where we come from. You see, and we just keep that sealed. We don't have to say shit to nobody. You see what I'm saying? But we'll tell you what's written inside of our core. You see, and who we be internally. So when you close your eyes, you will see us. You see what I'm saying? We don't have to say shit to you. You see, we don't have to say nothing to you. We don't go around here debating and see who's the greatest person, who know more, what's inside of the matrix. Inside of the Bible and all these other type things. You see, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. That's what you have to do, and it's okay. It is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. You see, because maybe you will learn how to see a little better. You see, you'll learn how to see. You see your brother or see your sister that's inside this here coming down for you. You see, coming down for you. You see, listen, some things that I be saying, I use myself when I talk. I bear witness to myself, but I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to people. You see, I'm talking to people. You see, I keep telling people I'm not around nobody. I'm not around nobody. People don't come see me. I'm not around people. You see, I'm not around people. I keep telling people this shit. I don't talk like other people talk. Just listen. All I'm saying, just listen. I speak from the numbers. I speak from the ticks. I speak from these frequencies that came down. You see, I know who I am. I know who I am. You see, I know who I am. You see, but when it comes to abundance, you see, I know how. You see, I know how to speak it now. I'm learning too. At the same time, I'm learning some things down here. I'm learning some things down here and shit. You see, because you need something in order to move something. You see, you need something in order to move something in the physical world. And see, if you don't have nothing, you ain't gonna be able to move nothing. You still gonna be in the spirit. You see, that's why they call it nothing or no thing. You see, no thing from no thing is no thing, they call it. You see, so they basically saying the spirit. You see, when somebody say nothing, he's nothing, they saying that he's a spirit. You see, he's no thing. He's not a thing. He's not a thing. You see, he's not a thing. He's a spirit. You see, they won't say it like that though. They said what they said, and whatever that means, that's what they meant. I'm trying to put something in you, y'all. Listen. Hold on to those two poles. This is how you're going to be judged. This is how you're going to be measured out here. I'm trying to tell you, well, you already been written down. You see, you already been written down, and you gave a middle finger to everybody. You see, to all of us. You see, and you did. You gave it to all of us, but you never knew. You just said that the scribe was here. You ain't never known that, huh? And he's sitting right here telling you how to do this and telling you how to read shit. And you still doing him like this. It's like, gosh. It's like, dang. It's like, you don't want to say nothing. You don't want to bring Hezekiah into this right here, but you be like, damn, they really worship Hezekiah. They really worship Satan. They act just like him. They don't know who he is. They only know from the book. They don't know who he is. You see? And it has nothing to do with Lucifer either. You see? It has nothing to do with Lucifer. Damn. Listen. How can it have something, if it has something to do with Lucifer, the way Lucifer is spelled, he's basically the prince of this world. He's basically the prince of everything that you see out here. You know, your materialism, your good thing, your house, your cars, your beautiful families, your diamonds, your jewels, you know what I'm saying, your prosperity, the things that you say is good, you see, are your heaven on earth. Lucifer gave that to you. Lucifer owns you. You see, Lucifer said, take this. You see, that's what Lucifer said. You see, that's what Lucifer said, but do you call him by his name? You see, you call him by his name in another way. You call him Jesus. You see? And you hate when people say that. You do. You call Lucifer Jesus. That's who he is. You see, that's who he is. You see? The power and the strength is a name written inside of my being. You see, and it's called Yahusha. You see? Jerry Horton Jr., my father's name, and I'm the junior, 8/22/1967. It comes out to me being a 9. All this whole body right here adds up to a 9. That's me. I'm the second born of 4 children. The second son of 4 children, third body. This body right here that reads Junior, born in August. When you constrict these 9 and 2, you see that 2 right there? You see? 1 and 1 is 11. See that 4 and 3, that's a 7. That 1 and 9 equals a 1. And then you have that 8. You see? You put 2, 7, 1, 8 together. Here you have YAH. You see, it reads Yah. You see? In my name, it reads Yah. Now let's put the initials of Jerry Horton Jr. together. Here we go. We got 7. J, H, and J. You see J, H, and J. You see that shot right there. You see that shot right there. Listen. The only thing you have to do is just put these bodies together. You see, put these bodies together. You got the Yah. What is this right here? What is that U, that 21st letter? What is that 21st letter? What is that? What that is right there? Is that what that is? There you go. Let's put this 21 right here. This 10-pounder right here. I was 10 pounds coming out the womb. Let's put this 21 right here. You see what I'm saying? Right next to Yah. Right next to this right here. And we're going to put his initials right here. And then we just going to put them together. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see this? You see, here's that 1. Here's another 1. Here's another 1. You put this 838 together, it'll say house. You see, it's inside of the housing. I don't think you understand what I'm talking about. Is this inside of the housing? That name, I don't care what you didn't wrote or what you didn't see out here in your scripts or in your book. I'm talking about what's written. I'm talking about what's written. You see? Show me you. Show me you. It must be more. You see? Coming from your loins, right? And if it is, say it. Write it. You see? Who is your mother? Let me see your father inside of your mother's name. I would do it. I can do it. Can you do it? I'm just talking to you. You see, I'm just talking to you. I'm not worried about what these people think out here. I keep telling them. I'm listening to them talk about what they love. You see? No, they love to hate. They love to hate him. You see? They love to hate him. You see? Imagine you being pushed back inside of an abyss. Imagine you being pushed back inside of an abyss. And you got all these things written inside of you and you fighting it day and night because you don't want, why you have to be like this? I want to drive a 18-wheeler. You see, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I can't because the power is so strong. You see, they don't want me to touch nothing down here that all these other people have. You see? But at the same time, my testicles work. I have seeds and shit. I can produce things. So when I produce things and I go freaky deaky out here learning their lessons and shit, I get punished for the shit. You see what I'm saying? You see, I'm just talking. I'm just talking. But at the same time, I own both worlds. I own righteousness and abomination. You see, so I'm going through that. There's a balance in abomination. There's a balance in righteousness. You see, I'm going through both worlds. Writing. You see, I'm going through both worlds. The only thing I ask for is just give your brother a pound. You see, give your brother a pound. It's another brother here. You will see him sometimes when you wake up. He have an afro and he had golden eyes. And as soon as you wake up, you will see wherever you sleeping at. If you're sleeping and your window is near, right before you, in between waking up, you know, and fully conscious, you see, well, in between that, you're going to see this cat. He got an afro, you see, and he going to look right inside of your window. He's running, though. He's running, you know, he's running, but he's not running on the ground. He's running in the air. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to see his whole body. He wants you to see him running, and he have a cool ass smile. Which he's a young man. Yeah, he's a young man. I'm trying to tell you, you got an afro, and he's running. You see. I'm trying to tell you, he's a cool cat. You just got to meet him. You just got to meet him. You know. Wow, y'all. I love you. I can't do nothing but love you. 2112. You see, always remember to use to see what the word Lord means. Always remember to see what the word God means. See where it came from. You see, so you won't be, going after people for no reason, because of what you think they are saying and stuff. You see, I don't have hate for nobody. I don't have hate for nobody. You see, can you imagine people saying some of the most beautiful things to other people, and then at the same time, they condemn the people for listening? You see, they condemn the people for listening. You see, I'm not around sometimes when I'm hearing most people talk on these things. I'm not around. You see, how would you know if it's me or not? How would you know if it's me or not? Because my octaves change when I talk. You see, my octaves change. You see, I breathe when I speak. You see, everything that I say, everything that I say, everything that I say, everything that I say. You see, everything that I say. You see, I breathe when I talk. That's how you would know it's me. You see, I breathe when I talk. And oftentimes, if you see, if you're thinking that I'm writing something on commenting horrible on your page or something because you got people that don't like me, listen, always remember something. You see, I told you. You see, if I comment on something that you wrote, you really touched my core. You see, and that was just me real grateful for what you've done. And I traded with you with that, and I gave something back to you. You see, I always give back. If I'm going to write on your thing, I'm going to give you something. That's acknowledgement that I'm going to give you something beautiful back or take something away from you. You see, that don't need to be in your life. You see, that's harming you. That's what I do. You know how many people that I've done that for, and they don't know that I did it? And then they come and say some of the most horrible things, and some of the people block me because I said thank you to them. I said thank you. I'm grateful, and it made me feel good. Wow, I was looking for that for 4 years, and you just said it so plain and pure. And they said fuck you to me. They say fuck you, nigga. We don't want you over here. Go away. Go flee from us. Flee from us. Why are you here? That's how they talk to me. I don't have nobody out here. I don't have nobody. People want me to come to them. They're free. I can't come to them. You see, you have to say something. You have to make me feel that it's okay. You see, you have to make me feel it's okay. Because listen, listen, I keep telling people, look at the map. Look at the map so they can see their brother. The people ain't looking at that map that they keep on showing on television and people's thing. They ain't looking at the map. You see? They ain't looking. I'm telling you to look. Look where it's at. Look where it's going to. You see? I said I was in Kentucky. I said I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. You see, way before this came into your head, I put the moon down. You see, I put the face of the moon. I put the body. I put the homie right there so you can see him. You see, I showed you this, and you still ain't paying attention. How do you want people to be to you? How do you want us to be to you? You see, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. I'm not seeing anything that will help you. You see, this place is being cleansed. You see, and you have a place to hide in, or you have somebody who can cover you. You see, but he don't speak your shit. He don't speak your intelligence or your book shit. He comes from his mother. He comes from his father. He has the blueprint of where he came from. You see, that's all he knows. And he constructed everything like that. You see, how he was created, how he was developed in the womb. That's how he moved.